Hello and welcome to the Electrical Engineering Bootcamp, Knowledge in Minutes. In this video, I am going to talk about what is the utility fault current. For doing short circuit calculations, you will need utilities to provide you with fault circuit, either at the transformer secondary or right at the demarcation point. If you request for fault current levels, you will need the address as well as photos of the tags and nameplate on the transformer for which you where you want to request the fault current levels for. Transformers usually have a metal plate where there would be a code, not the nameplate. Usually, this code is some type of identification that is used in the utility company's GIS system. So make sure to grab a photo of that and send it to the utility company to request your fault current levels. Now, if you have received the levels and you find it too high, can you ask the utility company to do anything about it? The answer is that probably not. Technically they can, but they would not do it as it will be very costly and may affect their ability to regulate voltage. Additionally, the levels that they provide are usually elevated too. The reason being is that the process in which you contact the utility, you're not actually contacting their engineering department, but instead it is usually their project intake department or their communication department. The people who provide you these fault current levels are actually not typically not engineers, but instead they may be administrators whom they actually read the fault current levels off from a chart, which is based usually on the transformer size or whatever that their senior engineer has calculated using their standards and guidelines. So, and how do they find it? How do they find that number that they put in those charts is by actually utilize their system planning team to look at what is the generic load of each residential and commercial property, and then they would just ballpark it and then multiply it by a certain safety factor to cover all liabilities that the utility company would perceive when they give you that level. So is it highly elevated? You bet it is. But can you do anything about it? Probably not. And should you follow that level? Probably yes. Because if you don't size it according to what the utility give you, bad things might happen. So be sure that you actually do whatever or design to whatever the fault current levels that the utility company gives you, and don't assume anything, even though that there's usually a lot of padding to this value. If you're interested in learning the more general knowledge and build a comprehensive knowledge base on the distribution power system, I recommend you to sign up to my Udemy course called Distribution Power Engineering Fundamentals. Now, this is a comprehensive video course where you can learn industry-specific knowledge about the distribution power system that you could not have known unless you worked within the utility industry for a number of years. I have handcrafted this course to allow my students to acquire core fundamental knowledge on how the distribution system works, as well as how to do simple distribution designs. So if you're interested in learning more about distribution system, please click on the link in the video description.